Hey everybody, so any of you that know anything about these RK25 tractors, so it took me a while to figure this out, but this rod here has to do with adjusting your brakes. With this particular tractor, what happens a lot is when you push down on the pedal, as you can see me pushing down on the pedal, what happens is you lock your brakes, your emergency parking brakes, but then what happens is you jump back on the tractor and you forget that the brake is on and you start driving, again weakening this. So in order to tighten the brakes back to the way they were, you have to loosen this turnbuckle here after you loosen these screws. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use this to hold it. Loosen this nut right here on the end. Okay. As you can see, this one's already been loosened, so I have to hold this still to get this completely loosened. Okay, so once I get both of these nuts loosened from the turnbuckle, what you want to do is you want to turn your turnbuckle counterclockwise. So this would be the direction you want to turn it to tighten it. Now I'm not sure how many turns. It's basically trial and error. You just want to get the tightness to where it needs to be. So what this is doing, as you turn this, actually I can turn this with my hand. Watch out, buddy. Those of you can't see it on the camera, my big Great Dane is trying to love on me right now. Duke, go lay down, buddy. See what I'm doing here. This allows me to do that. Okay, I can already tell it's a lot tighter than it was. Again, I'm going to keep screwing it. I have done this so many times. I've been meaning to tighten this thing for so long. It's such a pain in the butt. Again, it's one of those features that I wish the RK25 people had improved on. Just something to let you know that your brake's on. I mean, it's so easy to forget because with the strength of the tractor, it still allows you to move the tractor even with the brake on. Whereas like with a regular car, a lot of time when your emergency brake is on, you go to put it in drive, you can really feel that it's pulling, but you can't feel it so much with this. Otherwise, a lot of times I would notice it immediately. That's the only thing I don't like about this tractor, is if I forget to take the emergency brake off, I can start driving, and after a moment you start to realize, like, why is this seems to be kind of singed up? And then you realize, oh crap, I got the brake on. Like I said, you notice it faster in a vehicle than you do with, and it's probably just because of the strength and the weight of this tractor where you don't feel it immediately. So what I'm doing now is I'm tightening the nuts to keep the turnbuckle in place. All right. And I think we are good to go. I can tell just by pushing down, it's a lot better than it was. So again, a lot of the things for this tractor are pretty simple to do. Like I said, I did the service on this one myself, the 50-hour service, and it's not really that difficult. But again, just a little tidbit for those of you that have had this issue. I'm telling you now, if you have one of these tractors, you're going to have this problem. You're going to jump on it, you're going to push down, lock your brake, jump off your tractor, go to do whatever it is you're doing. You're going to jump back on to go drive and maybe dump a load of dirt or rocks. And as soon as you start to jump on that tractor, you're going to forget that that brake is on. You're going to start driving, and then it usually takes about 10 or 15 seconds. There have been times where I've been driving with the brake on for like minutes before I realize, like, why does it feel weird? Because like I said, it's not as obvious as it is in a vehicle. Like this thing, I don't know if it's just because they're so heavy and there's so much power, but man, you just don't feel it like you do in a car. I wish it was something I could rig where I could see that the brake is on. You know what I mean? Or just create a habit where I immediately push down on that brake. Because the way the brake work, if you look here, so you push down on the brake. I keep mine locked together. You can actually separate it. But you push down and then you lift up on this lever here, which locks them in place. And I can tell you right now, this has got a lot more tension from what it had before I tightened them. But again, I'm just gonna have to find a way to make it a habit that when I jump on the tractor, I immediately push down on that brake automatically. So I have a bad habit of just getting on it and wanting to drive away. Again, that's on me, that's my bad. So anyway, hope this was helpful. Take care, see you guys on the next one.